I'm an English teacher at Adrian High School in Adrian, Michigan. And for the last 2 weeks, I was fortunate enough to work with these ladies. We have Carly West from Adrian High School, Sam Gordon from Onstead High School, and Carly Melton from Adrian High School. And we worked with Anderson Development in Adrian, Michigan.
So for the past 2 weeks, we worked with Anderson Development in Adrian, Michigan. We worked toward the answer to this question. What kind of marketing strategy can we create for Anderlead to increase the awareness of possible applications of this type of elastomer? Anderlead is a brand new pre-polymer that just hit the market roughly 2 months ago. Our task was not only to inform current customers, but also to expand the customer base. We found the answer to this question by asking ourselves another question. How might we best be able to reach our customers directly? We came up with a lot of answers, and these are our final results. From the question, we realized that we would need to know exactly what an elastomer is.
The product being handed out right now is an elastomer sheet. It is used to cut samples that are then used for testing.
So an elastomer is a polymer with viscoelasticity, which means that it has both viscosity and elasticity and a very weak intermolecular force. So basically, an elastomer is the middle substance between a rubber and a plastic with varying degrees of hardness and elasticity. Elastomer use ranges from fracking valves to scooter wheels, and some other examples are right here.
Anderlead is an improved high-performance pre-polymer that has increased durability, abrasion resistance, resilience, flex fatigue, and color stability. The pictures on this slide show tests that Anderlead has outperformed it. The graph on the left shows how crack propagation lengthened and then stopped, while the other elastomers continued until they broke. The picture on the right shows the comparison of elastomers that have been under prolonged UV exposure.
So if you look at the product that we have in front of you, which is the golf balls and the foosball characters, I'll put it right there. Those products are not Anderlead, they are competing elastomers, but each of those pieces right there all have one flaw. So the purple golf ball has a color change effect, the foosball characters have a tear in the arm, and the orange golf balls have a split which is made for easy viewing. Anderlead would not be susceptible to these flaws.
Anderlead's increased color stability merely vanishes the effect of UV radiation on an elastomer. The cracks in the arm area on the foosball character will eventually expand and completely split the product. Anderlead's increased flex fatigue resistance would stop this from happening.
So for our marketing strategy, we decided we would create a sample trade booth right here that would be featured at trade shows that we made a list for. We also made a list of potential customers and the needed information for markets that would benefit from this product and also benefit Anderson as well. Along with all of that, we created an email and an Ander report article that would be sent to every customer they have about the product. The Ander report article is a newspaper that gets sent out quarterly by Anderson to every customer they have.
For our marketing strategy, we did many things. We created this sample trade show booth. We did this because trade shows are a way that potential customers get to meet manufacturers and companies that they could buy from. These pictures and graphs represent custom posters, and this Anderlead sign represents a custom banner. These boxes represent tables that the Anderlead sample product would be featured at. We also created a sample Anderlead brochure, which can be referenced behind the marketing plan in your folder that's in front of you. All of these pictures and graphs were chosen because they highlight in an efficient way why Anderlead is superior. We realize it is important to be efficient because our customers, especially in the manufacturing area, definitely don't want to read unnecessary information.
Here on the board, we have charts that show the durability through different tests, how various amounts of catalysts affect the pot life and demold time, a comparison of pot life and demold time to other prepolymers, a graph that shows how elastomers perform during a flex fatigue test, and a comparison picture that shows how elastomers reacted to 1 week of UV exposure.
So along with all that, we also created a sample trade show booth cost analysis sheet to go along with our sample trade show booth. So basically, that Displays to Go website that we found online, they have pre-ordered trade show booths for $750, and that would be with 2 display lights, a portable counter, and a pop-up display. Along with that, they would also need custom posters, a banner, and sample Anderlead products, which would be $865 altogether. And that is something you can reference in the table of contents in your folder right in front of you.
To accompany this list of costs, we created a list of trade shows to bring this booth to and to attend. In addition, we created a list of potential customers that we think Anderson Development should target. These lists include manufacturers and companies of golf balls and roller coaster wheels because these are areas that Andrew Lee could specifically enhance.
Well, in line for a roller coaster, would it make you more nervous if the wheels were different colors? We believe that the roller coaster industry is a great market to target because wheels are typically made of nylon or polyurethane. Wheels are replaced due to being worn out, melted from high temperatures, or because of fatigue cracking. With Andrew Elite's high flex fatigue resistance, these cracks would not connect and form the wheel failure that current polyurethane is being used to. Andrew Elite is also proven to have a high heat stability, therefore the wheels will last longer with high amounts of friction. As an added benefit, Andrew Elite has color stability, so upon replacement, changed wheels won't be noticeable. Andrew Elite also has a high load capacity.
We also believe that Anderson Development would benefit a lot from golf ball wheels. They would add a increased resilience, which would make the ball fly farther when you hit it. Also, the golf ball cut would also affect the aerodynamics while in flight.
Because our main focus of this marketing strategy was to directly contact current and potential customers, we created a sample and a report article. Our article includes information that attracts customers looking for a new high-performance pre-polymer. We also created an email that Anderson can send out along with this report. Both the email and report focus on features and benefits of Andrew Elite and include basic product information so customers can inquire further. Either of these could be used as an article in a trade show journal.
We chose all of these strategies because this is business-to-business marketing. In the industrial market, there aren't many advertisements and flashy promotions like there are in the consumer's market. A trade show and potential customer direct contact are the main ways that companies gain new clientele. All of these strategies are direct approaches at the customers in the target market we are aiming for. Our goal for all of these strategies is to increase the awareness of possible applications of Andrew Lee. Thank you for your time. Do you have any questions?
I do. Were you working with chemists?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, you became chemists. You want me to ask that again? Did you work with chemists?
Yeah, we work with.
And my response is they became chemists. You really learned your material very well. How did you come up with the wheel of
A roller coaster?
Roller coaster and a golf ball? Two very different.
Well, roller coaster wheels are typically polyurethane or nylon, and the polyurethane are kind of like the underdogs, so we realized that Andrew Lee is superior to the elastomer they're using right now, so we could really like gain a niche in there.
Anybody have any questions on this?
Were there any other products that you had looked at besides those two?
Yeah, we looked at a lot of them. We looked at phone cases and yoga mats and shoe soles. Yeah, there's a lot of products, but we chose those two ones because they're not typically the kind that you would use, but Andrew Lee could enhance them in a way that people would just look and be like, wow, that was like really improved.
What was the best part of your experience in the last 2 weeks from the beginning to the end? What do you think really made you grow personally?
I think it was learning all the chemistry for me, because I didn't know what any of this stuff was when we started. And we did hands-on, we cast elastomers, and we went to different companies to see it all happen, and it was like great learning all about it.
I guess my favorite part would be casting the golf balls and the foosball characters that are in front of you.
Mine was the learning the chemistry as well, so the casting and
has this experience that you've had working with the chemistry and stuff, has this influenced where you're going in the future?
Right now, I have a couple ideas in mind. So, I don't know, I was always looking at marketing, and this really made me realize that it's something I like doing. So I guess, yeah, it has.
For mine, it really has. I always looked at marketing and advertising as the one thing that I wanted to do my whole life, and after this, it really makes me think maybe I really want to go into chemistry.
Yeah, I also had my mind set on going somewhere into the medical field, but after this, I've really considered a job doing chemistry, something like this. So.